I do mud.
But you're a garden fairy.
Ironic, isn't it?
Probably one of the most famous pixie fairy is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's introduction came in J.M. Barrie's 1904 play Peter Pan. Barrie has described the fairy of Tinkerbell as someone who tinkers with kettles and pots, which makes sense because I remember in the 2008 movie where she struggles with her talent when it comes to like pots and kettles, and she's wondering how every other fairy has some sort of talent that has to do with like, nature stuff, and she's just stuck doing pots and kettles. But I just realized that was what her creator just made her to be. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Tinkerbell is very different to the Tinkerbell movies that are feature her in Pixie Hollow, more so than in the Peter Pan storyline. So Tinkerbell is very jealous, vindictive, and very much has a little mean streak, a mean-spirited sort of attitude. And, it's so different from, her character, who she is in the Pixie Hollow versus who she was in Peter Pan. Tinkerbell is one of Disney's most iconic character. She's right up there with Mickey Mouse and Jiminy Cricket, and I'm not even sure about Jiminy Cricket anymore because Tinkerbell is probably one of the most iconic characters after Mickey Mouse. Now, in terms of putting Tinkerbell in a sort of category like the Disney princesses, she was there for a while up until the 2000s where she was eliminated from it because Tinkerbell didn't really fit in with the Disney princesses. So Disney made another line called the Disney Fairies, which was created in 2006. So in the 2008 original lineup of Tinkerbell, we have Silvermist, Rosetta, Idrissa, Fawn, Vidia, and Tinkerbell. There is also a fairy book line that was very much something that was a part of my childhood that I used to read from the library all the time, where it introduces even more fairies that are not necessarily found in the movies, but they're just more so present in the book universe. Sparkly outfits, cute boys, a fairy school, what more can a girl ask? The Winx Club was something very big that you just had to be there when it was having its run on Nickelodeon back in the day. Now, I never really watched Winx Club like that, but I do remember Nickelodeon just pushing it to their audience. The Winx Club was definitely something that is different from other Nickelodeon shows. When I saw it when I was younger, I was like, this looks a little bit different. This doesn't necessarily feel like a Nickelodeon show. But that's when I realized that it's not a Nickelodeon show. It's not even an American show. It's actually an Italian show. Created by Italian animator Indrino Straffi, Winx Club exploded into the scene in 2004. The story follows Bloom, an ordinary girl from Earth who discovers she's a fairy with incredible power. She enrolls in Alphia, a fairy school in the magical dimension of Magix, and forms the Winx Club with her 5 fairy friends, Stella, Flora, Musa, Tecna, and later Aisha. The show mixes fantasy and fashion with a coming-of-age narrative. Winx Club leans more so into the magical girl sort of content like Sailor Moon, unlike other fairy content that is a little bit more softer. We have battles, we have complex emotions and identity crises, and we also have a little bit of fashion too. Yeah, I mean, you gotta look good on the battlefield. This show is definitely something I wish I was able to watch when I was younger, so I can have the nostalgia that's attached to it. So shout out to all those who watched the original running of this show. I love how feminine the girls are while also being strong and independent. A very, very cool show indeed.
Ow! Something bit me! Ow!
You know what's...
There was just one Bratz movie that I just do not remember at all, and that is Bratz Fashion Pixies. So I've decided to watch the movie to see what all the fuss is about. So the movie starts off with sisters Brianna and Cymbeline. Now Brianna is the younger sister of Cymbeline, and Cymbeline's 18th birthday is coming up. Cymbeline is rude and has attitude and just doesn't seem like a very much cheerful or joyful character. There's this whole ball called the Magnolia Ball that Cymbeline and Brianna's dad is running. Now, Cymbeline is supposed to help with the Magnolia Ball with the Bratz girls, Sasha, Chloe, Yasmin, and Jade. But Cymbeline bails. And thinking that this is not like her, the Bratz girls decide to go to Cymbeline and Brianna's house. The Bratz girls arrive and Cymbeline and Brianna, they kind of shoo them off as they ask, to come inside the house to talk to Cymbeline. The girls are unsuccessful at driving them away. Chloe and Yasmin go sneak in, like they break into their home to go see if they can go talk to them. Brianna spots Yasmin and Chloe and tries to shoo them off. They see that Cymbeline has transferred into a pixie, and that is when they discover the secret that Cymbeline is a pixie. This movie, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but this movie seems very interesting. Like the plot, it moves forward, and I just love the fashion. Oh my goodness, the fashion and makeup. I mean, I love a good pair of jeans paired off with a skirt and a long sleeve shirt. I really love Cymbeline's outfits, even though she has like a rude attitude. I really like her outfits. I really like all the Bratz outfits, but there's something about Cymbeline and Brianna's outfits that just make it so much, I don't know, cooler. Their makeup is fantastic. I love the makeup on this. It looks, it's really amazing.
Delicious.
Barbie Fairytopia is probably one of Barbie's most iconic movie, especially considering that it's one of its first original story that is not being retold or told in the same matter as Rapunzel, the Nutcracker, or the Princess and the Pauper. This is something that has been completely original. The film introduces Elena, a wingless flower fairy living in a meadow called Fairytopia. When her world is threatened by the villainous Laverna, Elena must overcome her self-doubt and prove that she is a fairy without wings, who can also be a hero. The series includes Barbie Fairytopia, Barbie Mermaida, and Barbie Magic of the Rainbow. Barbie is known to juggle a lot of jobs, being a doctor, an astronaut, a pet sitter, but she can also juggle in the mythical world as well, whether it's a princess or a mermaid and even a fairy. It just goes to show you that Barbie can do it all.
On the other side of the rainbow live the Rainbow Magic Fairies, where they have lots of exciting and enchanting adventures.
The Rainbow Magic series is a British book series written by a series of ghostwriters under the pseudonym Daisy Meadows. There are different categories of fairies that are introduced in the series. There are sporty fairies, music fairies, pop star fairies, fairy tales fairies, Candyland fairies, just so much fairies that you can't even name them all. I mean, there are hundreds of books that have started from 2003. The series revolves around two human girls, Rachel and Christy, who frequently team up with fairies to protect Fairyland from the mischievous goblins sent by the evil Jack Frost. I'm very happy that these books exist for many girls around the world. I mean, imagine having something like a hobby like art, and you are looking for something about art, and you also have an interest in fairies, and you can be able to attach that to any fairy that you want along with your interest. It's such an amazing idea. Have you guys ever felt like fairies growing up? I want to know. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!